give to the tailback. Got the first down and more. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally. They've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Unleashes it. Got his man all by himself. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes, and how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry up. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's talk for a second about Houston. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. The question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great.
There he goes! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
The play-action fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon with the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
To throw, it's Snyder. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Quarterback may change this route. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He leaves it with his back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next move yelling, wrap up. You have to wrap up.
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They're going to run it to the right. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get his running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
And the Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Dances away. Fires on the move. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes the Houston offense once again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he
breaks into the open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Right on the money. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's carry on. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught over the middle. It's Duke. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense.
Turning it on! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They go to the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking downfield, it's Snyder. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Connection to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. From the gun, they're running back, looking for room.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sullivan. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Durham. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Duke. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Gideon. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Rides the back on the option to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gators. Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this. Offenses, you've seen the explosion. It's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offenses just, they got the upper hand.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for a man. It's Snyder. Floating away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a 1st down. Well done.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Back to throw, it's Snyder. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Houston will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off play action. And they can't make the play on third down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He's got it on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to pass. It's Snyder. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 25 over Buffalo. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Pulls it in. It's Duke. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to keep running. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Florida! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Snyder. Forced out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. He's got him. Just find a way to make that first tackler whiff. He's out to the 21. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
And the Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Out of the shotgun on third down. Dances away to buy time. Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Houston going up tempo. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
That's got it.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cougars.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Duke. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands. It's Duke. At the 35, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
It's now second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. With the catch, it's carry on. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And we're locked up here in the third. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Looking to throw, it's Snyder. Quickly complete. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Higgins.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. It's a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Catch in the middle. It's Rice. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Gets the back moving. Takes the easy completion. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quick release by the QB. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air, it's Snyder. He's got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Under fire. Touchdown, Houston! They take the lead with the 6. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gators sending the offense back to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Gideon. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Trying play action. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got his man. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and soda.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking left. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the grab. It's Higgins. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. This is a really good call because that angle route is tough to cover, especially on a 3rd down.
And that's a really tough route to cover because the running back looks like he's going to the flats and then cuts it right to the middle of the field. Easy pitch and catch from quarterback to running back to get the 1st down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Rice. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Touchdown, Cougar! He would not be denied. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Firing to the right, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? personal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Here we go. To the air, it's Snyder. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Now on 2nd down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Sullivan. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Arizona State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race.
Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The Gators moving quickly to the line. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's got it. Touchdown, Gators! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, Dave, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the air, it's Snyder. Rushes on him. Now adjusting. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
At the 45 on its way. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
He's got it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Leaves it with the back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Dropping back, it's Snyder. Got it in the middle, it's Durham. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got his man on the outside. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the gun. Big guy smells it. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back.
Turning it on. What a cut. Now he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Gators will hustle to the line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Lets it fly. Got him in the open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
First down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Got a man. It's Duke. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer against this athletic front 7 on defense.
Going for it all. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
From the gun. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football all over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Snyder. Under fire! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Cougars inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the right. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a front punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout.
One more play to pad the stats. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He wants a big play here late. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. After not really playing their best earlier